You gotta be kidding me, right? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Warrior Woman 91 as usual, and you are watching my YouTube channel, and that means that you are a very important person because you are finding out what I think about things, and only you can find out what I think about things because you like this video, because you subscribe to the channel, because you follow me on Twitter, because you look at my Instagram stuff. If you look at all of that, my TikTok, all of it, you are one of the few people that knows what I think about things, and so that makes you very important. And today what I'm going to be talking about is why I refuse to wear a mask. This is what I'm going to talk about today. I know it's very controversial and everybody gets angry about this, and I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of nasty comments in the comment section, and I don't care. I don't care. You guys can comment all you want and I will respond to those comments, but you can know that every nasty comment just makes me not care even more. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. It's definitely a controversial subject because people, accuse me of being childish, of not wanting to take responsibility, of not being pro-life of all things because I don't want to wear a mask. And I think all of this is kind of ridiculous. And so I just wanted to take a step back and analyze the arguments why people want me to wear a mask, and then explain to you guys why I will not be wearing a mask. So the argument for wearing a mask basically breaks down into three parts. Wear a mask because it protects you from disease, wear a mask because it protects other people from disease you might be carrying, and wear a mask because it promotes respect for other people. So those are the three reasons why people think you should wear a mask, think I should wear a mask, and I am going to take them all apart and blow them up. The number one reason why people want you to wear a mask is to protect yourself from disease, right? Here's how a mask works. A mask that's actual, like a professional mask, a real one, is built kind of like one of those mirrors in a interrogation room where you can see through one way, but they can't see through the other way. And that's the way that an actual mask works. So you can breathe out. Germs theoretically will not go through to the people on the outside. However, germs can come in to you through the mask because, again, it is a one-way experience. It only is effective in helping to prevent disease from other people, not just preventing disease from yourself. In fact, it really does nothing to help prevent disease for yourself because the problem is germs can pile up on the inside of the mask and conglomerate inside there, and then all you're getting is just those germs just focused into your mouth and your nose. So you really are kind of making yourself sick ultimately with a mask. So that's one of the reasons why I don't want to wear a mask, because it really doesn't protect me. In fact, it's more likely to make me just live in my own germs and sickness and illness and continue to make myself sick, which is why it is silly for people to walk around wearing the same mask over and over and over again. Unless you're washing these masks at least once a day, at least, this is completely counterproductive to your purpose. So that's my first reason why I don't want to wear a mask. Second reason why people want you to wear a mask is because they claim that it helps to protect other people from disease. To a certain extent, that is somewhat correct, because as I explained before, these masks are meant to keep germs coming from you through the mask and coming out to other people. That is what the purpose of this mask is. It's not to prevent disease from coming to you, it's to help prevent disease from going to other people. To a certain extent, that is a reasonable argument. The problem is, it's not a 100% guarantee. It's not even a 50% guarantee. It is a somewhat helpful preventative measure of disease, but it's not a foolproof mechanism for preventing disease from spreading from person to person. First of all, if the germs are smaller than the mesh that makes up the mask, it's still going to go through. Either way, they're still going to go through to the next person. So let's say that the germ of coronavirus is smaller than the size of the mesh that makes up the mask, then you're still going to pass it to the next person. It's also unclear whether these masks actually help prevent coronavirus. We don't really have definitive answers on that. It's, again, all just preventative measures. This might help, this might not, kind of thing. The other problem is, again, these masks collect more and more and more germs within them. So you take that mask off, if somebody else touches it, you're spreading germs. You're spreading germs to other people. Furthermore, if you are living in a county that does not have any cases of coronavirus or has less than 3, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me to wear one within that community, because what we need to be doing is exposing people to germs in order so that they build up an immunity. Now, if we were in a complete state of chaos, panic, like a lot of people were in New York, maybe I'd feel more like I need to wear a mask. But again, not a foolproof way of keeping yourself from getting sick, not a foolproof way of keeping other people from getting sick. Ultimately, what this argument comes down to is the third argument for people. That third argument is wear a mask because you need to promote respect for other people. Guys, that is virtue signaling. That is virtue signaling, and it is worthless. It is as worthless as any other form of virtue signaling is, that everyone likes to make fun of. I've seen a lot of conservatives that are anti-virtue signaling who are also saying, if you don't wear a mask, then you're not pro-life. If you don't wear a mask, then you don't care about people. If you don't wear a mask, then you are a bad person. This is not true. This is 100% not true, and it is the ultimate reason why I will not wear a mask. Because beyond all of the health risks and the health reasons, this is a way of forcing people to conform with groupthink. This is a way of forcing people to feel bad about their own personal views and their own personal hygiene and their own personal positions based on peer pressure from the outside. And you can't continue to bow to that. I am not going to wear a mask because it promotes respect for people. I don't need to wear a mask in order to promote respect for other people. I can promote respect for other people by taking care of myself and keeping clean and not wearing a mask filled with germs on the inside. I can behave in a respectful manner with politeness and treating people as I would like to be treated, but I am not going to conform to the groupthink and the fear-mongering that is going to say, if you don't wear this, then you're a bad person. No, if you don't wear this, then that's your choice, and you have the authority to make choices for how you live your life. And if that makes people uncomfortable, and if that makes people angry, then that's their prerogative. But you shouldn't feel bad because you've decided, I don't think this wearing a mask business is right for me. You need to make decisions as a responsible adult, and if your responsible adult decision is to not wear a mask, then that is fine. That is completely fine, because again, it's not a life or death situation. Wearing a mask is not going to save somebody's life. Wearing a mask might prevent a germ or two from going to the next person. Let's say somebody had something even worse than coronavirus. Let's say somebody had bronchitis or something really serious, something like Black Plague, whatever, something seriously contagious, leprosy, whatever it happens to be, something incurable, something that you're really unlikely to recover from, like a cancer that spreads through the air or something. Are you going to feel comfortable wearing a mask over your face and saying, oh yeah, I'm fine, I can be in the same room with that person who's really sick, it's okay, it's fine, this mask is going to cover me? No, that's silly. But they're treating coronavirus as if it is that serious of a disease. And so wearing a mask, yeah, that's gonna keep me safe. I'll be fine. I can go into the infectious disease ward with just a mask on and nothing, no training, nothing to prepare me. At the end of the day, what this comes down to is people being afraid of death, and people need to start coming to terms with that. If you haven't thought about that as an adult and decided how you're going to react to that, then you need to come to terms with that, and you need to decide, maybe I need to think about where I'm going when I die. Maybe I need to think about what's going to happen to me when I die. Instead of pointing fingers at everybody else who might speed up your destination to that place, you need to decide, maybe I need to deal with that myself internally before I start pointing fingers at everybody else. I know where I'm going when I die, but if you don't, then you guys need to deal with that yourselves instead of pointing fingers, because ultimately 100% out of human beings die, and you will too. And I know this sounds very morbid and dark, but you need to think about that, and you need to start thinking about it if you haven't already. Those are the reasons why I'm not wearing a mask. It's not because I'm suicidal. It's not because I hate people. It's not because I'm not pro-life, because I think that's one of the most egregious things that I've heard out of conservatives' mouths so far. Those are not reasons why I'm not wearing a mask. I have my reasons. Some are health related. Some are related to the fact that this is a symbol of tyranny and virtue signaling. Those are my reasons for not wearing a mask. If you disagree with me, please let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure to read every single one and possibly respond. If you agree with me, like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell so you get notifications when I put up new videos, and I'll talk to you guys on the next video.